morning, everybody. AmpRepairGuy.com, 203-892-4119. Also, HarbachElectronics.com. Please like, share, and subscribe. So we have another Ameritron Al811h. I'm waiting on a tube shipment. Will be here today from Penta. They send me 20, sometimes 40 at a time, the 572s. I have another amplifier here, another, what is it, Al811, or no, another, I'm sorry, take that back, another Al811h on the other side of the bench, also waiting on tubes. That's all done. I did a video on that. I'll do a final video, two final videos once it's once I have the tubes plugged in after I test it. So I'm going to work on this one right now, and then I have to pack some Harbach orders. So the plate choke is not wound correctly on this one, so I'm going to swap that out. Put the longer screw in the new plate choke in the bottom and the top. Has one too many turns, so I'll remove one turn from each coil. Straps are rigid, I'll change those. I'm going to change the So-239s. I'm going to take the socket assembly out, compress the socket clips, put in gas discharge tubes underneath the sockets, one per side of the filament. Do the 10 meter mod. Someone had this board out at some point. They did a really crappy job. Told me it went to Ameritron. So if he hadn't told me that, like if he tried to work on it or someone else, that would have really scared me. So I'm hoping the input rotary switch is okay, because a lot of times people try to take the board out, they try to change the relays, they really screw up the board, or they screw up the input rotary switch. So okay, so yeah, he told me it worked after that. It just was having two barking issues. The plate choke, the B positive wire connection, is really close to the base of the tube, so that should not be like that. Already has the bias mod done. I'm going to take the gas discharge tube off the rear board and also the metal oxide varistor, which I see back there. I'll clean the input rotary switch with deoxit gold and the fan switch with deoxit gold, tighten up on hardware, fix solder joints, and do whatever else I see along the way. So I will see you guys in a bit. Stay tuned. Again, please like, share, and subscribe. I always say that, okay? 73 for now. Okay, so I wanted to make a quick video here. There have been comments in the past, like sarcastic comments about changing the So-239s. They just used really crappy So-239s. If you noticed in Kenwood TL922s, SB200s, SB220s, I very seldom ever have to change them. So here's a PL259 going into the output jack. Just slip. Look at that. No grip, none, zero, just in, out. You have the input one, nothing at all. Look. And that is not good. There are the wires I was talking about, so I'll swap those out and touch up on other solder joints on there. Okay, so back to work. See you soon. Back. Got the new So-239s in from Max Gain Systems. Fixed this wire. The other one wasn't long enough after I cut it, so I put a nice Teflon wire in. Took out the gas discharge tubes and the metal oxide varistor. Sorry about that, it's my phone. Again, I don't know if you heard me or if the phone was too loud. Took out the gas discharge tube and put that on silent. Sorry. Zip tied the wires and the bias mod wire. Tighten up on the nut in the back of the plate tune air variable capacitor. And okay, so here's the bottom of the socket assembly. Out of the gas discharge tubes, carefully compressed the socket clips, cleaned all the socket clips with deoxit gold, put a tube in and out of the sockets to clean the surface. tighten up on the socket screws, grounded the grid connection right to the metal. 2 of the nuts were loose where the strap goes through the screw. It's always better to go right to the metal. And you know, a lot of people, they don't take this assembly out, and I've seen a lot of times where these black clips are missing, and then the clips spread, the ones that grip the pin, and that's really bad, especially if it's on the grid one. And filament one, the pins will end up overheating if there's not a nice tight connection. The pin on the tube will get really hot, and also the clips. So a lot of times people put the tubes in it at an angle. You always want to go straight down. I touched up on solder joints, and that's all set. And I always tighten these up with a 1/4" wrench. Okay, so put the longer screw in for the plate choke. It's a brand new plate choke, and I'm going to show you that. So see how the winding is completely different. See the gap? Yeah, that one was not wound right. Okay. So I'll see you guys soon. Stay tuned. Okay, so we're back with the completed Ameritron Al811h. Customer wanted to see it working this frequency. 1 kW slug, bird 43 with the PP kit on. Going into a bird dummy load. Radio set to roughly 70 watts or so. Cue the amp. Audio hello, hello, hello. There are the settings. Audio hello, 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 hello. 800, 800, 800. Sorry for the squeaky chair. Audio hello, 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 hello. Audio hello, hello. Tit, 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 tit. Audio hello, 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 hello. And it's working as it should. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, so I'll continue testing the other bands, and then I'll show you what I did. See you soon. Stay tuned. So we're back with the completed Ameritron Al811h. Got a brand new plate choke. Put a longer screw in the top of the plate choke, longer screw in the base of the plate choke. Replaced the meter protection diode, took the tube socket assembly out, grounded each grid connection directly to the chassis, added the gas discharge tubes below the sockets, got a brand new set of Penta tubes, awesome people. Took the gas discharge tube off the rear board along with the metal oxide varistor, no longer needed. Did the 10 meter modification, added brand new So-239s from max gain systems, fixed the wires that were all messed up. You know, someone got them really hot, and the insulation was just melting, you know, damaged and melted. So put a brand new Teflon wire in, and I was able to reuse the other wire. So the trace was actually damaged. Trace comes off the tank coil and it goes over the plate blocker. Someone severed it, and they used like these strip things, and I took it all out and I put a piece of copper down. I slid that over first, soldered it really well, and then I actually replaced the plate blocking caps also. So wrapped the plate blocking caps around the solid conductor lead coming up through the board from the air variable cap on the plate side, soldered it all up nice, and also cut a turn off each coil and replaced the straps. And 2 of the caps were like, when you put them on the tubes, are just really loose, so I spread the clips a bit. So those are good. Tighten up on the nut in the back of the air variable capacitor, and zip tied the wires. Oh yeah, the fan was making a lot of noise. It was not a stock fan, so that got swapped out. Customer didn't tell me anything about that. So this thing is all set, good to go. So if you need amp repaired, feel free to give me a call. Phone number is 203-892-4119. That's 203-892-4119. Please like, share, and subscribe. Really appreciate it. I have another Al811h. I was waiting on tubes. That one actually was fixed before this one, so I need to test that next, and then I'll do a video on that. Okay, catch you guys later. 73.